You know what time it is. It's pinball parts or not. I only got one package today. The reason why, well, I got another one coming, so I'll do another video on that. But I really need this one so I can finish underneath of this and flip it over so I can start on the top. Let's get date. Today is Wednesday, Wednesday, March 8th, and I'm thinking of the Beatles, so I was going to say 1964. Wednesday, March 8th. Why can't I get this right? Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. Let's see what the temp was outside today. It says it's 38 degrees right now. No snow. But tomorrow night we're supposed to get a snowstorm late Thursday night through Friday. Yeah, it still says 38 degrees. And that's going to affect the weather here. It's supposed to be a really thick, heavy snow. Good packing snow. Horrible shoveling snow. Horrible snow blowing snow. Great for building snowman snow. Good for building. Is it good? Would be good for a snow fort. It depends how heavy the snow is, but it's really good for snowmen. The type of snow we're gonna get. Yes, there are different flavors and types of snows. There's really light, powdery, dry snow that it just, you can use a leaf blower and blow it off. And then wetter the snow gets, the more harder it is to remove. So let's say you go from, I know some of you know this already, but some of you never experienced snow. Some snow is, like I said, it's so dry that you can take a actual leaf blower and blow it off your driveway and stuff like that. And then when it gets a little bit wetter, you've got to use a shovel or snowblower. Snowblower is like a lawnmower that shoots snow. It's got a big auger in front, and then it shoots it out a stack. But yeah, the wetter it gets, the heavier it gets, and then it's called, what would be called, sleet. When it snows like freezing droplets, it's called like sleet, and then when it's on the ground, it's called slush. And if you ever had a slush before, you know exactly what it is, where it's not frozen, it's not liquid, but it's like liquid frozen, just like a icy or a slush. It's like that, and that's really hard to shovel, and then you go to rain after that. So you got rain, hail, which is, well, we'll go rain, sleet, which is a mixture of rain and ice droplets. And then you get hail, which is nothing but actual frozen balls of ice that come from the sky. And it really damages cars and houses and roofs and you're like siding. If you had vinyl siding, you're totally screwed in a hailstorm. It will total a car. It will break all the windows and stuff. Hail can be anywhere from just, like a little, like a BB, all the way up to, like this size golf balls and stuff. Just imagine being outside and getting plummeted with like golf ball size hail. Yeah, it's scary. It's usually with a hailstorm, it's hit and miss. One of my friends, he got his car totaled in a hailstorm. Just, if you look at the car, there's little dents all over it. Like somebody took a ball peen hammer and just went all over his car. The car is beautiful, from a distance away, but once you get up to it, it's got dents all over it. So the car's totaled because it cannot be fixed to remove all those dents. Yeah, well, it could be, but it would way exceed the value of the car. But the car had like no miles on it, so. Anyways, pinball parts or not, let's get to the one box. What do you think it is? I know what it is. I do know what it is. Yeah, I was thinking of the Beatles. That's why I said 1964. Because there's 3 tribute bands we saw. One was called Britbeat. B-R-I-T-B-E-A-T. Really good band to see if you're into the Beatles. The Fab Four, which was one of the top Beatle tribute bands. And then the other one that we saw 3. One we did not like. The one we didn't like was called 1964, the Tribute. Because they just do... There's nothing wrong with the band. It's just they just do a 1964 tribute style where, let's say when the Beatles were first introduced to America and they were still touring and you could see them on tour, that's exactly the show that this band puts out. They are dressed just like them, they sound like them, they play like them, but it's just that little clip of history and then that's it. Where the Britbeat and the Fab Four, they go through the beginning of the Beatles, do like a whole wardrobe stage change, all that cool stuff, and they come up to the last days of the Beatles where they were together. So you get all the cool outfits, they put different wigs on and beards and all the cool costumes, and yeah, it's totally cool how they go through everything. But yeah, I just got an email saying that the Fab Four is going to be in town in October, so the wife and I are going to go see them. But I just was trying to research which band we didn't like because I couldn't remember the name, and I didn't want to see them again because it's basically the same show over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So. You saw them once in 1964, why see them again? Yeah, all other shows are redone, but I get the whole scoop of all the Beatle music, just not a little clip. I get all the cool stuff. Pinball parts or not. It's going to be a short video anyways, because it's one box. But yes, if you're a Beatles fan like I am, well, I got the Beatles machine right there. Check out the Fab Four or Britbeat. You can't go wrong. And if you really want how they used to tour when they first started, go see 1964 The Tribute. Oh, I got a Zots. These are the bomb. ZOTS, Zots. What these are, it's a hard candy. As you can see, this is orange. But then it's packed with, I can't remember the name of the powder. So I just ate. I want to make sure I didn't have food on me. I can't remember the name of the powder, but it's, it fizzes and foams in your mouth. Really super cool. Oh, mega candy today. Come on. Focus. There we go. Atomic Fireball. These are the bomb too. It's just basically a big cinnamon candy. Jawbusters. I'm guessing it's like a jawbreaker. Oh, I haven't had one of these in a while too. Black Cow. This is like yeah, it's a chewy chocolate caramel candy. Very delicious. Put those up there so the dog doesn't think he's got treats when he comes down and visits. Alright, as you can kind of tell by the amount of candy, we got bulbs. Okay. as the label says, we got 100 1 SMD frosted warm white non-ghosting. We got 100 of these. I've upgraded to these bulbs because with EMs, I got tired of them having a little flicker on a playfield. And I just didn't want that anymore. So yeah, if you don't really care about the flicker on the playfield with the controlled lights, when it does things, you don't need non-ghosting. I've been getting a little more into a perfectionist with that now. So I'm just going for the non-ghosting bulbs and be done with it. Here's the next one. I got 25 of these. These are 1S MD Bayonet Flex Warm White Non-Ghosting. They're basically the little bendies. As you can see, without the light getting, they're the little bendies. I needed 6 of these to finish underneath the playfield. As again, you can use the regular non-bendable, the bendable bulbs, but then you still get a flicker, and like I said, I'm a little more into not getting it anymore. I don't like it. It kind of cheapens the feel of LEDing a machine, to where if you used old incandescent bulbs, you didn't get any flicker. But then when you would go to LED, it's just that one extra little step of correcting the LEDs, so you use non-ghosting, so you don't get that flicker. It just makes it still look really old school, but it's still more modern. So Comet, yes, gotta get them. Then I got 100 of these. 1 SMD Bullet Clear Lens Sunlight. I got 100 of these. These I like using for all the lights in the squirt rail, above the squirt rail, right here. I like using them on that. And since these are not a controlled lamp, they just turn on with the game. You don't need a non-ghosting. That's it. I got 100 of them. So I got 3 flavors today. I needed a bunch for bow and arrow. I think I have enough to finish it, but then I'm like, I better get a couple extra, just in case. So, I will show you these. You've probably seen Bendies already. Why I call them Bendies. Now you're going to say, well, Mark, there was never Bendies on an EM to begin with. True. However, these are going to be hard to show. There we go. This is Bendy. It's like a little flower pot with a flower on it. An LED flower. You can bet it however you want. Why I like these is, for some of the strangest reasons, when they put these EMs together, they put the light so far away from the actual what do you call it? Insert. Just so far away that it when the light is on, it doesn't hardly show in the insert at all. So if you get the Bendies, let's say for example, I can't really show you, but this is why I need to get a whiteboard. So one of these pinball parts or not, if I get a big box, it's probably going to be a whiteboard unless I buy it local. But anyways, I'll use this. I will show you an example right here. The playfield. It's got the insert right here. Okay, there's the insert. And then right there, there's the stepper motor, which is right here. And for some reason, they couldn't put the socket right here, the bulb socket. I have no idea why, but they put it way over here. So the bulb socket is right there. So now when you put the bulb in it, where does it shine? Kind of near the hole. Now with these Bendies, instead of the light, because the bulb is going to be laying in a socket like this. How does it illuminate the socket? I mean, insert. It kind of lets some light go in, but 75% of the light is just going to shine not even in it. So that would be how the bulb is sitting in there. Really, you want the bulb to go in the socket, like in a insert like that, so it shines in there. And that. Notice how I bent that down like that? And that is why you get the Bendy. I'm going to bring you over there because it's just so much easier to show you. I just gotta get the cord from getting in the way. I'm stepping on my pants. See? Beetles. There you go. See the bulb. Now it is pointing down directly into the socket, where before, if I would have put it in a socket, it would have been like that. And you can see right now with the socket, it is just gonna, the very tip of the bulb will hit the insert. Now with these Bendies, that's what I call them, I can direct that light just to shine in the insert now. It will just totally shine in the insert. And this is what I'm talking about right here. See how that is directly pointing down into the insert? They could have did that over here, but then the stepper would have been in the way. But the stepper's in the way of everything, so there's only 6 screws to remove to get the stepper out of the way. They could have put one of these sockets right here and it would have been totally out of the way. But for some reason they decided to put a lay down socket so it doesn't show. And I also have this problem right here. So we got, you get a pointer. You got these two. It's a magnetized one, so let's use the other end. You got this one and this one. These both go to the same light. Right here, I think this is 1000 light. Neither bulb, if I put a bulb in there, it's barely going to shine on that. So this way I can take the Bendies and I can poke them right into that hole and they're going to shine. Same with this one right here. This socket goes into this hole here. And again, if I use this and I just put the tip in, I really need to make a video on comet bulbs, what to buy for what situation. We will do that. But anyways, yeah, you can see. So that's a good idea, and that's what I'm gonna do next. But yeah, you can see now if I put Bendies in there, it will illuminate it so much better. Instead of being shining in the opposite way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? So, well, I guess you guys are going to get a sneak peek at the playfield of Skylab. Anyways, that's it. Now I just decided to make another video on what bulbs to use. So, cool stuff right here. Thank you for watching the entire video. Big thumbs up to you. Please like, subscribe. You right there. Get your finger on your nose and subscribe. That'd be about it. Yeah. Thumbs up. Later.